Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
So I am reading this story about my mom, Laverne Roberts Langhorne. And she says, my name is Laverne, and I live here in Green Valley for 74 years. I was born in Washington, D.C. at Freeman's Hospital during the time when Arlington Hospital was segregated. My parents lived here, and it was called Green Valley back then. I live on Pollard Street by myself, and there's a picture of her house on Pollard Street. It looks just like her house. I have a brother, Vernon Jr., and a daughter, Kim, that's me, and they live on Kenmore Street. My parents, Vernon and Eleanor Roberts, came here from other parts of Virginia and Maryland. My father worked at the Pentagon and Red Cross, and my mother worked at the Treasury Department. She made stamps. I went to Drew Elementary Campus School for 3rd grade, then Drew Annex 4th through 6th grade, and then Hoffman Boston High School for 7th and 8th. Then the schools were integrated. That would be around 1964, I think. Then I went to Thomas Jefferson Junior High for 9th grade. It was different. I stayed with our friends, but eventually we got to know others in the class and became friends. There were disagreements from time to time, but we adjusted and worked things out. Then we went on to Wakefield High School for 10th to 12th grade. Then I worked at Woolworth and Track Auto. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I think I'm mixing up some of the timeline. Growing up, we spent most of the time at Fort Bernard Park on Pollard Street and Jenny Dean Park. We did arts and crafts at the Fort Bernard Center. We had parades from Pollard Street to Jenny Dean, a marching band. We had community leaders, John Robinson and Joan Cooper. And we're happy to have a farmer's market here now. I was a Arlington Public Schools bus attendant for 15 years, and I'm a member of Macedonia Baptist Church. That is a story of my mom, Laverne Roberts Langhorne.
My heart. And the current branch manager of the Shirlington Branch Library. And as he said, I am sharing the story and pleased to share the story of Miss Dorothy Jackson. As Dorothy said, I lived in a rooming house on Langley Street. I moved to Edsel Road in the brick house in the basement. I left there behind the landlord dying. Let's see. The house on Langley, the landlord sold it. Someone bought the land and built a great big white house. After she left the house on Langley, she came to the Shelton. Her oldest son came with her. He is still with her, and Carrie is his name. She loves bingo whenever they have it. She never wins at Blackout Bingo, but she loves it. Occasionally she does win prizes. And once I won pot holders. And it's really cool. You guys won't be able to see it, but she's got a Blackout Bingo board listed there. So this is one of the stories that Miss Dorothy Jackson has of her experience here in Green Valley.
Who will read a story from one of the children in the after-school program that she runs at Fort Henry Gardens.
This is a story from Natalia, a little first grader who attends her after-school program at Fort Henry. And this is one of her favorite memories. She says, when my grandma came to my country, I was asleep. I woke up in the middle of the night when my cousin opened the door. I went downstairs and saw my grandma sitting on the couch. Grandma looks at me almost like my mom, but she has short hair. She wore a shirt and pants. She had 3 suitcases. This was last year. It was a surprise. In the morning, we played with my kite in front of the house. And her Green Valley story says, I walked to school with my mom and friend from next door. I knock on her door, then we just go to Drew Elementary School. Before I go, I kiss my mom and she kisses me. When my brother was little, he also went to Drew. Now he is a doctor. My other brother also goes to Drew. Now he's a teacher. I am in 1st grade and my teacher is Miss Joseph. Sometimes if I be good, she gives us stickers. After school, I go to Fort Henry program with Miss Grace and Mr. Harvey. We Do Supper, and P2, Positivity Project.
This story is by Miss Susanna, and she lives at Fort Henry.
Wrong glasses.
When I was in my country, El Salvador, La Union, my father always bought me a cake for my birthday. But here in the United States, my family took me to dinner at Golden Buffet. After dinner, when we walked and we took pictures under a beautiful tree with some pink flowers. And there's pictures here for you all to see when we put it back on our display. I love seeing the butterflies everywhere. My kids like to play with them. When I can live at Fort Henry Garden, everything changed because it has a lot of very nice people living in the community. They know each other. They say hi when they see you at the store. The thing that I love the most is to see the cherry blossoms. I have never seen them before. When I took my daughter to school, she loves being with her friends. They hug each other. They also love playing in the playground. There's pictures of the playground here. At Drew Elementary School, sometimes they do a party for students and parents to join. After, when they get out and they are out from school, she asked me to take her to the 7-Eleven store to buy something to eat. My kids like to play soccer and basketball. Thank you.